What's going on, people? This is the Schwantz27, and I'm starting a brand new series on my channel. I know you guys love my parody videos, so I tried to figure out a way to do them more often, and I think I found my format. Call of Duty News of the Week. No, I'm not going to be one of those marketing mouthpieces for Activision, but I am going to talk about what's happening in Call of Duty each week, and of course, I'll be as cynical and sarcastic as I always am. If you guys enjoy this new idea, just let me know down below. First, the Black Ops 3 eSports reveal was on Wednesday at Gamescom in Germany. After getting blue balls for about a half an hour, we were finally introduced to Vaughn, and he looks like he's put on a few pounds from stress eating now that people are actually playing his game. Him and Scott Lowe, who used to work at IGN, no surprise of the journalism crossover to marketing puppet, supposedly were talking in front of a room full of people, but you could really tell that something more important was going on in the backdrop with the announcements, and Von der Haar was just shouting into the microphone like a squeaker in a lobby. The first thing that they announced was Arena, which is basically the replacement for League play with tiered ranks like the superior FPS esports game, CSGO. It's based on wins only, which moves you up a tier, losses move you down, and a severe penalty of rage quitting being 2 drops, but you can still DDoS your way to the top. This is the return of the script kiddies, so I'm glad that you have more fun typing into that computer program than you do actually playing the game. It was noted for current gen and PC only, so the plebs on the last gen will actually have to find some friends to play with in a private match. Sucks for you anti-socials, because it doesn't seem like there is going to be an arena for last gen. The next huge bombshell was the Ban and Protect draft. Instead of stripping down the game like the end of the night of a bachelor party, all items are available to be used in MLG games. Then, people will have to pick items in order to protect or ban for the particular match that they are going to play next. And people bitched about instant replay in baseball. Holy shit, how much time is this going to add to each esports match? But there will be tons less banned items in competitive matches than previously, so I can't wait for a mothership and a care package to decide a game, or a clutch from somebody that died but rejacked for a second chance. Yes, I use that phrasing on purpose. There's also a specialist draft in which each player picks a specialist character and no two of the same can be on each team. It's a diversity initiative, people. These things make Call of Duty even more like a fantasy sport and less like an actual sport, which some people forget that there's a reason that there's an E in front of the word eSports. There's also a revamped Codcaster mode, which makes it easier to traverse through the menus in order to tell the viewer exactly what they're seeing on the screen anyways. This won't require tons of redesign since it wasn't cobbled together at the last minute like Ghosts, or severely cluttered like a hoarder house in Advanced Warfare. But I think they're going to have to work on whenever you're spectating somebody that dies, it just shows underneath the fucking map. They also announced an event viewer feature where the latest events in the esports community are pumped directly into the game menus, such that the brainwashing is much easier and infinitely faster than doing an Xbox Snap TV. Speaking of Xbox's failures, it was also announced that competitive Call of Duty will be switching over to the PS4 for Black Ops 3. Hashtag aim assist or we riot. It seems that Sony just wants to piss away all their revenue just like a sailor that got back from sea. There's some more Black Ops 3 news. All campaign missions are unlocked from the start, and you could even have your friends loan you their shit that they keep in the safe house area that they leveled up by actually playing the game. Talk about hand-holding yourself through the campaign. Well, at least some people might actually play the campaign missions now. In other news, Mountain Dew and Doritos are back again with the Double XP promotion. It's only available in the US because, of course, tank-ass Americans consume that shit. Now that Zombies has its own XP progression system, it'll be for Zombies Double XP, not multiplayer, but you'd assume the people that enjoy running around in circles for hours also enjoy Cooler Ranch, which tastes like burnt asshole. In broader news, Activision is not on the list for backwards compatibility for the Xbox One, despite the fact that they've got 5 out of the top 10 most requested games. It's probably because Activision just wants to make money off of charging for remasters instead of giving it to fans free because they're greedy fucks. I mean, the CEO even said it himself. It could also be that if these games become backwards compatible, people won't even bother buying the new regurgitated game and instead play the older, slightly less regurgitated one. Finally, in Advanced Warfare news, a patch was released for the game with the launch of the 4th DLC, Reckoning. Now, normally I do a separate video for it, but the list of fixes is smaller than Angelina Jolie's new tits. It's basically map exploit fixes, since Sledgehammer Game apparently still can't code dead zones or invisible walls, but there's nothing about lopsided teams or getting stuck in plain sight or not being able to respawn in the game and watching your dead body like a necrophiliac on the dark web. Well, I don't expect them to do any actual work, which doesn't translate translate directly into dollars, and speaking of which, there will be more quote-unquote free DLC guns, which are available in supply drops or advanced supply drops only, but they weren't with the Reckoning DLC patch. Let's be honest, there's so many fucking shin pads and vests in those things that the only way you'll actually get a blunderbuss or SVO or STG-44 or one of those new guns is to actually buy the supply drops. That's right, more content of people not even playing the game, but hey, I guess that's why people watch other people gambling away their money, so they don't have to. That's been the Call of Duty news for the week. I've been the Schwantz27, out like Lenny Kravitz's dick. Until next time.